Hey, I'm Scott, and I am an American in Bangkok, and I got an interesting letter from a guy. Hopefully, I can help him out. It says, "Hello, Scott. I just want to let you know that I appreciate your videos. It wasn't that your videos because I'm not sure he has there's some problems here, but you'll know why in a second. It wasn't that your videos because I'm going to visit in Bangkok in July. I am visually impaired, but to me, no sight is insight. Yes, I am coming out here to meet a female friend of mine who is also blind. From what I know about her, which is very little, she seems like a very decent woman. But like I said, I don't know." Okay, well, that's it. You don't need to. There doesn't need to be anything additional. It's I don't know her very well. Boom. End of story. Remember that, and you'll be okay. Um, the goal is to get to know her before we call ourselves in love. Now, you see, you said something very, very intelligent, and then you followed it up with something pretty stupid. The goal is to get to know her before we call ourselves in love. That should be the goal of anybody who falls in love. If you don't know the person, you go, "Oh my God, I'm in love." That ain't love, and it sure isn't smart. Okay, um, I just the goal is to get to know her. Thank you for keeping my head on straight about this. I've been known to let my heart govern my actions. Uh-oh. But now that I've turned 30, thank you for keeping my head on straight about this. Uh, now that, please let you be with him, though there is no such thing as I don't understand it. Anyway, the only question I have is this. I am an African American. In the spirit of brevity, I wanted to know how was African Americans treated in Thailand. I read lots of articles about this and I've had mixed answers. Most people like us use racism as a pulpit for their other issues. So I had to really look deep to get past the victim BS. Most articles I've seen are people who refuse to take responsibility for the decision they made to move to a different country. Anyway, I was wondering, what was your perspective? Please let me know. Peace and blessings. I think, like I said in the beginning, I think if you just remember you don't know her, that should govern your actions. Not your heart, not your pecker. That shouldn't govern your actions. Now, as far as how African Americans are treated, to me, what I've seen and from what I know, uh, Europeans and Americans who are black tend to be treated better than African blacks, as in blacks right from Africa. I'm not talking about, African Americans. Uh, Now, I'm not black. I don't follow blacks around to see exactly how they're being treated. But I know what I've seen, and I know what I've said in the past, and I still believe that. It's not necessarily an African American thing. Whereas Thais look at African Americans and they go, "Oh, he's no good." Pew dam, kon dam, which is a black person. The reason is that in their culture, being dark-skinned is equated with being low-so, being like a farmer, being of low class. And I think slowly but surely this is changing, but not much. I mean, maybe towards outsiders, it's changing enough to where outsiders are starting to be treated better, and they're able to interact and they're able to have relationships. My question to you is not necessarily what the girl's going to think, but what her family is going to think. If they can see, I'm assuming that somebody can see in their family, and they tell her you're black, they may use their influence to say, we don't want you to be with him. However, that's not to say that that's a given. So I think if I were you, one thing I would do is just take things very, very slow. Don't commit to anything. Don't let your heart govern your actions. Don't fall in love and, oh baby, oh, that was the most wonderful time we had last night. Let's get married. And don't fall for any of that. And it may be genuine on her part, but even here in Thailand, the women say they want to look at the man for a long time. Yak du nanan. They want to look at the man for a long period of time. They want to see how he is in different situations. They want to see how he really is. It's easy that if you go out on a date or you fly over for a week, it's easy to be on your best behavior. It's easy to dress nice all the time and to hold your farts in and to make sure that when you go out you look perfect and everything. And it's easy to tell her, oh, don't come over yet, I'm not ready. But when you're living together, or when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, or when you've gotten to know each other, generally the truth reveals itself. So I would just take everything very, very slowly, and mark my words, don't let your heart govern your actions. Give it a couple of trips. Give it a couple of times. Give it, don't just go over there and you stay with her for a week and then go, okay, let's get married. I'll bring you over, or I'm going to come to Thailand and I'll live there for the rest of my life and we'll live happily ever after. Ugh, please. The chance of that happening is very, very, very slim. But if you put the time in and you get to know each other and things, are legit, then you shouldn't have a problem. So, just be cool, man. Chill, take it easy. Relax about it. Don't get too, uptight. Just lay back and see what happens. That's the best thing to do. Just sit back, enjoy the ride, and see what happens. But, don't commit and don't fork over any cash, and you'll be fine. Anyway, that's all I got. Until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Choke me, lap, jerk him.